Sup guys, my name is Manny. Welcome to Reform Nerd, where we find Jesus in everything, especially anime. Today I want to talk to you guys about Dressrosa and the fact that I am conflicted in how I feel now that I finished the arc. Now, I made a video talking about how frustrating Dressrosa was because of all the fillers that it had. So that was frustrating, but at the same time, it wasn't a bad arc. The thing is that these flashbacks did hold back the story. And it's not necessarily that it held the story back, but more it slowed everything down. I mean, every single character getting a background story, all of the running that's happening, and it's like no one is going anywhere. It's almost like they're on a treadmill. But at the same time, now that I finished this arc, I'm kind of glad that I got to see some of these background stories. For example, the baby guy. Law's backstory was crazy. The chick that turns into a bunch of different weapons. Like, these were actually pretty cool background stories, although it felt like they dragged on. So that's what I mean, like, I liked the arc. I thought that it was fun, although frustrating. And ultimately, the last fight was actually pretty cool because ultimately we got to see this new form, right? This new ability. And to be honest, I like the fact that a lot of these transformations that Luffy has build on each other, which I think is pretty cool. So it just goes to show, the creativity that the author has when it comes to One Piece. So all in all, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. And I say this because it was frustrating to go through, but at the same time, I'm almost glad that I went through it. I don't know if that makes sense. Like getting to know Don Flamingo, his family, the build up to how crazy he is, how messed up he is. Like, those were all great points, although it just dragged on forever. So I don't know, I'm really curious. Let me know in the comments, when you were going through this arc, did you feel the same way? Did you feel like it dragged on? Or did you not even care? I mean, I think that maybe part of the reason why I felt like it dragged on is because, like, my goal is to catch up to what the current story is. So in a sense, I have like a sense of urgency to get through all of these episodes, although I do want to enjoy the story as well. So I don't know, I think that maybe that has had something to do with it, but at the same time, I want to hear from you, especially those of you that watched it as it was getting aired, or maybe you were keeping up with the story. Do you remember being as frustrated? Do you guys remember having this sense of frustration and then relief when you finished and glad that you went through it? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what your total review of Dressrosa was. And as always, just want to remind you that we must persevere. I have it set to go to the next arc fairly soon. So I don't know, maybe the next one will be a lot smoother to go through.